Looking cute. Good morning. It is Monday, and yesterday afternoon, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I accidentally wore my shoes in the house after I vacuumed the shoes that I wore out to the property, but all of a sudden it was like a freaking sandbox in here, like very fine sand. So I just had to vacuum real quick while I was making my coffee. And then also when I woke up this morning, the little robot was full. So I had to just go maneuver that around. Alarm went off to wake Luke up at 7:30. But he woke up at 7 today, which was perfect. He's happy. He took his naps good yesterday. So I think we're back on the good nap, good sleep schedule, which bless. We have a bunch of leftovers in the fridge, so I won't be cooking today. Typically I don't even cook on the days that Kevin teaches at night, he usually teaches Monday, Wednesday. But with his stepdad passing, I think he might take tonight off from teaching. He wasn't able to take his main job off because they are like literally turning on a big machine tomorrow. So everything has to be done at his main job. So he literally could not take the day off. Obviously, I think by law he could have, but he decided not to. So we'll see. I know today and tomorrow is a really big day for him at work. I'm not sure how the rest of the week is for him and what he's going to plan to do. That's the update on Kevin. So my plan for today, since we're not cooking, Luca also has a bunch of leftovers, so I don't even have to cook for him, which is amazing. Lots of playing during Luca's wake windows. Right now he's watching a little bit of Miss Rachel, and I think I want to start packing a little bit more. So now that I know that we could be possibly moving into our house in the next 6 weeks, or our house could start to look like it's ready in the next 6 weeks, something like that. I am pretty positive that Alicia and I probably won't be going to Disney in the next 6 weeks. So, which is sad, but that was the reason that I didn't pack up a lot of my office, was because I was unsure when we were moving in, unsure when the next time we would go to Disney was. So I left a lot of like my ears and purses and stuff like that out. But now that I know that it's getting really close, I can go ahead and start packing that stuff out. It's kind of what I was waiting for. So I thought that I was going to be able to maybe start packing up some clothes, but living in Florida, you don't know what the weather is going to be like. Like last night it got below freezing, right? It got like 31 or 30, but later this week it's going to be in the 70s again. So I can't pack up like my summer clothes and leave my winter clothes out, like how places that have appropriate seasons do. So that's kind of annoying, but I could probably go through my closet and pack up like dresses that I can't wear because they're not breastfeeding friendly. So I could do that. I do have a lot of clothes, not a lot of clothes, but a lot of like dresses and rompers and stuff that I can't wear currently because I can't breastfeed in them. They like come up high or they're too tight. So I could start packing those. But yeah, just trying to get life together on a Monday. I have gotten my shower. Luca is down for his first nap. I don't understand. Okay. Why are babies this way? I don't know is it just my baby? Is it every baby? His first nap is so flawless. He gets so tired from waking up at 7. His first nap is at 9:40, right? When I go in, change his diaper, rock him, give him a little boob to like relax him, and then lay him in his crib, he looks up at me, rolls to his stomach, and immediately falls asleep. No crying, no fussing, no nothing, okay? Flawless. I wish every nap was like that. His second nap, he usually fights for a good 10-15 minutes, no matter if it's the same wake window or if I extend the wake window, doesn't matter. Nighttime, also fights it. 10-15 minutes. Cries. I'm like, why can't every nap be as smooth as your first nap? My goodness. It's so like flawless, so nice, so smooth. Anyhow, so he's down for his first nap. My plan had Kevin move all of our big boxes into the front room. So I think what I'm gonna do is, my goal is to get my Disney ears packed today and possibly like dresses I can't wear anymore, rompers I can't wear anymore, and kind of like slim my closet down. Even though I've gone through and I've purged my closet, my summer closet, I should say, I've gone through and I've purged that. It's still packed. So, my goal is probably not to purge anything until we move. And then that way I have an idea of how I want stuff in my closet hung. But then that way I can go through and really figure out what I want. I want to like work on my fashion, work on my style, and especially for like Disney. That's my main goal, is to like, and also I guess it could easily equal like daily life. So I don't think the term is like capsule wardrobe. I know that was like a trending thing for a little while, but that seems a little minimalist, and I am much more by accident a maximalist. So my goal is, once we move, I want to work on curating my style and my wardrobe better. So I want to get like a lot of basic pieces, like solid color dresses, solid color skirts, maybe some like cool solid color trousers, but also some like funky like patterned pants. So that's my goal. I've had that goal for like a year now, and I was gonna do it sooner, but I just haven't with having a kid. So let's put together some boxes. I'm gonna put them together back here because the tape is very loud and I don't need to wake him up. So I'll probably shut the door, tape up some boxes, take him into my office, take you guys into my office. We're gonna pack some ears and then start packing some clothes in my closet. Okay, I grabbed my mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better since I'm right down the hall from Luca. So all of my Disney ears are down here underneath my clothing rack, and Kevin and I made the little holder, pull one out, made these like ear holders, and I was thinking about selling them at one point. They're just really hard to, I figured they'd be heavy to ship and a pain in the butt, so we just made them for myself. So anyhow, let's take the ears off these, see how many we can fit in a box, and then these holders will go in a big box. Okay, so I have one medium box so far filled. It's got really random stuff in it. It's got wigs, hats, my ear holders, my Disney like Crocs and shoes, belts. I have 3 boxes of ears that I've got packed, and now the bottom of this is pretty much cleaned out. I am gonna leave out, these are my shoes that I literally wear to Disney every time we go. So just in case, I am gonna leave those out because they are super comfortable and I don't want to pack them up and then we plan like a last minute weird trip to Disney and I don't have them. So next I'm going to tackle this stuff and I'm going to tackle this. Essentially, I have all of my dresses packed. I left out a few just in case I want to wear a couple black ones for Kevin's stepdad's funeral. I left out some overalls. I left out a couple of my skirts that I thought I was going to wear, but packed up like half of them. And then these are just like random shirts. I need to go through those, and stuff that I know I won't wear, go ahead and pack up. This is stuff that I do wear a little bit more, but I also need to go through there and purge that. I could probably fit some more of that in here. So this morning we also sold 3 pins on Mercari. So I need to package those up. Packaging pins is like an art form. So everybody gets a business card. Everybody gets a backer card for their pin. Now I'm pretty sure this girl bought 2 pins and she did it in 2 different transactions for some reason, so she gets 2 packages. This guy's pin that he chose is actually a pin that is on a backer card already, so we won't give him a backer card. But now I need to go through and find it. So he got Stitch. He got this one. This is the one that he bought. So we'll go in my little thing, grab a back for it, pop that on, and then I come over here, grab some bubble wrap. I like to reuse bubble wrap. So right now I'm working on, I bought a pin lot from somebody else a little while ago. So they bubble wrapped my pins. So I've just been reusing their bubble wrap, and it saves on you paying for bubble wrap. So bubble wrap it, put it in, and that's his. So I need to find her too. This pin, this one. So with these ones, I'll just pop them through our backer card, put a Mickey head stopper back on it, pop our other one through with a back. It's very important if you're going to sell pins to package them nicely. Nobody wants a loose pin just thrown in a bag. I've received them that way. It's not fun. So this will go in her first bag. This one will go in her second bag. And then I'm going to seal these up and throw them in my mailbox. I'm probably going to do that real quick before Luca wakes up so I don't have to take him outside because it is cold. So I just need to verify that these are the correct pins for the correct people. I'm pretty sure they are, but I just want to make sure. Okay, they were. So I went ahead and I sealed them, and then they all get one of these right here on the seal. Fun fact, I also make our own stickers using my Rollo printer, and I need to make more because we are running short. All right, I'm gonna pop these in. I have a letter from the IRS in here. It was fuzzy blurry. Put my flag up, and back in the house I go. I thought it was cold outside, but it's actually not cold at all. It feels very warm. It's a beautiful day. All right, so this is what my office is looking like. We've got 2 large boxes packed, 3 diaper boxes packed, and my closet is now a little dent made in it. Freaking wild how much I had shoved in there, but it's a good thing that I went ahead and did this, because back here I found, which is going to be hard for you to see, but that white fabric is the fabric, the replacement fabric for the chase that Kevin's sister-in-law is buying. And I told her I knew it was somewhere in our house, I just didn't know where. Found it. So Luca just woke up. It's 10:53. I don't think he was supposed to wake up for another 30 minutes, but I think he at least made it over an hour nap, which is somewhat our goal. So I'm gonna go grab him, take a pause on this. I'll probably tape up the top of these boxes and at least get them out into the dining room. Hello. How was your nap? How was your nap? Can you roll over so I can get your sleep suit off you? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You ready to get up? Oh, you slept so hard, you got a little line on your face. Good morning. All right, I got the boxes moved, and honestly, if that's the only thing that I get packed today, I feel good about that. So Kevin can stack them when he gets home, but these are the 2 boxes, and then my ears are over here. I'm out of breath. I tried to pick those boxes up. I got one picked up, but the other one, my dresses, I had to push through the house. So, little change of scenery. I thought that I would come into my office and update you guys what I've kind of learned today. I don't really know. So, Luca I just laid him down for his second nap, and he's just laying there trying to fall asleep currently. As you guys know, we've had a couple issues with our builder thus far. I've talked about him a little bit here and there. I'm not even sure that I've gone over like all of the big ones that we've had, but now that we're getting towards the end, we're getting a little worried. I was doing some research a little while ago, and I saw that you can bring in like a third-party inspector. So that's what we're doing. Sometimes the city inspectors look over certain things, and we just want everything to be done right. That's all we're asking. So Kevin is working with a company that we're gonna have come out and inspect the house here soon. I'm not really sure what they do from there. I'm not sure if, because they've asked us, you know, what has happened that you don't trust your builder? What has happened that you are worried about? And we showed them, you know, the tile not meeting the wall, the huge gaps down to our foundation, our cabinet drawers being broken. And we were like, you know, this is just kind of the start of it. And they were like, yeah, you definitely have a case. We definitely will take you on as a client, and we will get this figured out for you. I don't know if I cut this part out or if I left this part in. I think I actually cut this part out of my vlog because I thought it was uninteresting. But apparently there was some misinformation that happened, and they ended up taking our old septic tank out of the ground. But it had to be done a certain way, and we're not 100% sure that it was done that certain way that it was needed to be done. And so we have a septic inspection that's happening today. And if our septic inspection does not pass, Kevin spoke to the septic guy, and he said that if it doesn't pass, it could push us back by another month. I'm not 100% sure that I believe that we will be in by March 1st, or that everything will be wrapping up by March 1st. I can only hope that it is, but I think per our contract, like, the house has to be done by June. It's like sometime in June. They have, I think it's 400 and some odd days from the time that we signed the contract, and we did the math today, and that final date falls in June. So I'm really hoping that that it's not going to be this summer that we are moving in, that it's going to be March. But I feel like at this point we need a come to Jesus with our builder. I don't think he's going to be happy that we are doing this, but I feel like our builder has gaslit us through this whole build. I wish we would have known about this third-party inspector in the very beginning, so we could have had them inspecting as we go instead of inspecting more towards the end, because there was an option for them to come in when you had your frame up and your foundation was still like exposed, and they would check that. And then there were a couple other check-ins that they could do up to this point. But now we're just kind of hoping that the city inspector who checked the framing, checked all of the stuff up to this point, was being truthful, and everything is done right, at least up to this point. Now, what we're looking at is more cosmetic things like the tile, the cabinets, possibly anything else that the inspector catches that we haven't caught. We did notice that in Luca's room, that there was an air vent that didn't have a grate on it. And I was like, that's weird that there's no grate on that air vent. I've never had a house that has the air vents in the house and then also like the recirculation where it pulls the air back into like the roof area. I've always had a house that the air just recirculates through the house. I don't know air conditioners that well, but our new house has like a recirculation system. So there's 2 vents in every room, like a pass-through vent to keep air moving and to suck the air back to the air conditioning machine. And then there's a vent to push the air out. We had noticed that our office had 2 vents, and then that Luca's room only had 1 vent. And we were like, that is so weird. Not really sure like what's going on with that. So anyhow, this last visit that we had, we walked in there and Luca's room now had 2 vents, and we realized that the drywallers who did our ceiling had drywalled over one of our vents, and that we had been essentially cooling the attic because it was the air conditioning vent and not the pass-through vent that was covered up. So it's just stuff that I feel like should be done right the first time, and it's not being done right the first time, and our builder's like, no, don't worry about it. Like, we'll get it fixed. And I'm like, okay, but that doesn't seem time effective. Like, it doesn't seem time effective to just place a light switch here and then later down the road have to tear the drywall out, rewire and move the light switch because it doesn't work, because it's in a cabinet behind the refrigerator to turn on our island lights. once you push the refrigerator into the cabinet, you can't get to the switch because it's now behind the refrigerator. I just also feel like the trades are just doing whatever the hell they want. They're doing shitty jobs, and our contractors not coming back in and like checking behind the trades. It's a mess. So we're bringing in reinforcements essentially. So I'll have to keep you updated on that. But other than that, Kevin has canceled his classes for the remaining of the week. So I think he's just going to be working his main job this week and taking the evenings off, which will be nice. We can spend some time together, and he still has family in town for his stepdad. I think his sister, who lives in Washington, is going to be going back Wednesday. So we're either going out to dinner with her tonight or tomorrow night. And then on the way home, after Kevin gets off of his main job, he's going to go grocery shopping. We have a very small grocery list. I saw you guys say that you were interested in seeing how I meal plan and how I kind of figure all that out. So this coming weekend, I meal plan on the weekends, but this coming weekend when I sit down and I meal plan, I will like do a video dedicated to that and show y'all. I think that's kind of like the only update that I had. So I'm going to, Luca woke back up. I thought he had fallen asleep, but he's now rolling around the crib. So I'm probably going to go ahead and import this and maybe start editing it up to this point. So I also don't think I'm going to pack anymore today. I think I feel like I barely made a dent in here, but I feel like it was also a decent amount once I got it in the box. It's just wild how much you can pack into a room. So, yeesh. This is going to be fun. But anyhow, I feel like my mind is just all over the place today. So, Kevin is headed home early. He got what he needed to get done today, and he's going to deal with some crazy family stuff that's happening. Yeah. So hopefully he'll be able to get that handled and then come back home afterwards at a decent time, but we'll see. Luca woke up from his second nap, and he took almost a 2-hour second nap. Here, look. Hey. There you are. Yeah, it's you. That's you. We are watching a little Tim Tracker video, but Luca has been super cuddly today. Was that a burp? Doesn't want to be put down, but also wants to be latched all day. So that's what we've been doing. Hi. He had mac and cheese and broccoli cheddar bites for lunch. Think he's gonna have maybe a pouch for dinner. Yeah. Maybe some Cheerios. Kevin was going to do his grocery shopping, or do our grocery shopping on his way home today, but because he's having to deal with some family stuff, he's gonna do it tomorrow. So, good thing we have leftovers for tonight for dinner. We don't have to do any cooking. Yeah. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh, do you want mommy's phone? So, that is our plan for the rest of the day today. We're just gonna we're just gonna hang out here, me and you. Yeah. It's so cute. He started to tell people, hey. 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 Can you say, hey? Dada's on his way home. Dada's on his way home. Dada. Hey. 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 So anyhow, that's our update. I'm probably going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I edited the whole time that he was napping, so I've got my vlog edited for tonight. That way if Kevin comes home before I'm asleep or before my bedtime, which I've been going to bed at like 9:30 or 10 now. Who am I? I used to go to bed at 7. Maybe we can spend a little time together. So I'm just watching Nico roll around on the floor. So that's our update. That was our Monday. Packing. Oh, our inspection, it's unclear. They said they couldn't do the inspection because our land is too wet right now. So we're unsure if that means that they need to pump the water out that has gathered around our septic. I'm not sure if I filmed what it looked like. I think I took some photos, so I may be able to insert a photo of how much water is around our septic tanks right now. But they said that it's too wet out there. And I'm like, do they realize that the water never goes away? So at that point, what do you do? So it's looking like our septic is failing currently. So not even for the reason we thought it was going to fail for a separate reason. So not freaking good. Good. Hey, he's been mimicking us. Hey, don't puke. Hey, Toodles! 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 I have put Luca to bed. He had such a good time in the tub tonight. He was just splashing and giggling and playing with his toys. We got him like a new bath seat and he is like starting to get used to it and really enjoying it. And I swear, he must have been eavesdropping what I was saying earlier about how I just wish he would go to sleep so simple at night, because he didn't whine. I put him in bed and he just kind of like moved around, got comfortable and went right to sleep. I think this is the very first night that he's ever done that since we put him in his room. He's always cried for like at least 5 minutes. Not tonight, not tonight. So Kevin's still out. I just checked on him and he said that they're still working on everything. So I'm just gonna finish up the vlog, get it edited, and then I'll probably watch YouTube and wait for him to come home. Toodles.